Minister of Sport and Community Development, Shamfa Kujul-Lewis, has called on the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association to make itself a viable option to attract corporate sponsorship, as it cannot be sustained solely by taxpayers' dollars. Kent Fuentes has the details.
Speaking at the Trinidad and Tobago Professional Football League's award ceremony, Mrs. Kujul-Lewis says over the years of professional football in Trinidad and Tobago, government has spent over $25 million on the different incarnations of the league. She believes it's time for Trinidad and Tobago football to be self-sufficient.
These youngsters depend on their managers and the executive of TTFA to run the thing properly so that they can earn a proper salary. Because that's what the Pro League is supposed to be about, them earning a salary. It should not be a gimme, gimme, beg, beg thing. And TTFA has to move away from that.
The Minister of Sport and Community Development called on corporate Trinidad and Tobago to support football, but believes for this to happen, football needs to make itself attractive to corporate sponsorship.
We encourage the sporting disciplines, especially football, to handle yourself in such a way that would attract not only government funding, but also and especially private sector funding. And if you carrying on with all this bacchanal day in, day out, nobody wants to be affiliated with you as no sponsor.
Meanwhile, Minister Kujul-Lewis took time to praise the work of the Normalization Committee set up by FIFA for the work it has been doing in getting local football up and running.
I want to say thank you as Minister of Sport and Community Development, because I couldn't solve it. I couldn't unravel it. That wasn't something for the government to do. That was for you to do. And FIFA came to the fore and they did the necessary, and the most we could do as government is say support and do what you have to do, because ain't no way we were taking taxpayers' dollars to pay for mismanagement and malmanagement over the years.
Kent Fuentes, TTT Sports.
Staying with football, and Minister of Sport and Community Development, Shamfa Kujul-Lewis, took time to praise some of the outstanding players in the TTPFL, including Mikel Jem Gordon from Phoenix FC in Tobago. Also coming in for praise was the tier-on top scorer in national striker Nathaniel James.
It would be remiss of me if I didn't mention Nathaniel James, leading scorer in the Tier 1 category with 15 goals to his name. He also scored the winning goal against Curacao just a few weeks ago. I want to say to you, Mr. James, keep the fire burning. On behalf of a grateful nation, we say sincerely from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you. However, I have just one request. Please don't leave the action for so late in the game.